Over the past year, I've helped thousands of students learn AI and land their dream offer in AI engineering. In this video, I'll break down the 5 key lessons from each year of my journey. These are the exact lessons I've shared with my students that have helped them land high-paying offers. Make the video full screen and pay close attention because lessons number 2 and 3 will surprise you. A quick flashback to year 1. I was drowning in tutorial hell since I was still learning my first programming language. You see, I thought I needed to become a Python god to start building AI projects. What I learned might sound obvious, but you don't need to master every single aspect of Python. You just need the basics. Focus on for loops, if statements, working with lists and dictionaries. This is the 20% that gets you 80% of the results. Don't get me wrong, you should obviously learn other intricacies of Python later on, but as long as you know the absolute basics, you're good to move on to step 2. You don't need to be a Python god. Some of the most successful students I know didn't even know Python at first. It wasn't their first programming language, but because they knew the basics and the fundamentals, they went on to build amazing projects and land high-paying offers. In year 2, I wasted so much time obsessing over multivariable calculus, the intricacies of probability and statistics, when I really should have been focusing on the intuition. 90% of the math in most AI courses is overkill, at least when you're first starting out. The truth is, you only need 2 concepts to get started with AI projects. Matrix multiplication, just knowing how to multiply 2 matrices by hand, and basic derivatives from calculus, just functions like x squared and e to the x. Anything beyond that is overkill when you're first starting out, and you can review it when it comes up. On the job, when you're earning over $80 an hour and making over $200,000 a year, you're not going to be deriving theorems from scratch. You'll be using libraries like PyTorch. Every time you delay your journey to master a math theorem, you're actually delaying the process of getting your dream job offer. You don't need to become a math professor, you need to become an applied builder. Now, I'm not saying math isn't important. Math is obviously the foundation for all of AI and machine learning. What I'm saying is learn math when it's necessary, when it comes up, instead of learning a bunch of abstract concepts in isolation. That's just unnecessary. In year 3, I made yet another mistake. I tried to learn everything at once. Convolutional networks, recurrent networks, transformers, all these kinds of models. And it was hurting my brain when I should have just focused on the elite engineer essentials: gradient descent, linear regression, and feed-forward neural networks. Don't worry if you're not familiar with those, they're pretty easy to pick up. When you slow down and master those 3, learning everything else becomes 10 times easier. Gradient descent is how models actually learn. Linear regression is the foundation of every other AI model, and feed-forward neural networks, well, they're the easiest kind of neural network, so they give you a quick win, and they're also the building blocks of everything else that follows. And again, I've seen this over and over again with my students. When they focus on just these 3, they crush it when it comes to building projects because they have a strong foundation. You don't need to memorize every single fundamental concept. You just need to go deep on those 3. Year 4 is when things start to get exciting. We're on to PyTorch. So I kept bouncing between TensorFlow, Keras, scikit-learn, all these libraries. But the one that changed everything for me was PyTorch. It's what finally ended my tool hopping and allowed me to build real projects. So just go all in on PyTorch, you won't regret it. And here's why it's such a special library. First, it's what the industry uses. If you want to implement a paper or fine-tune a model, it's built on PyTorch. Second, it's readable and debuggable. It actually feels like Python, not a mess of static graphs. And to be honest, it's industry validated. Top companies like Meta use it in production. Some of my students have even had interviews where they were asked PyTorch specific questions. That's how important this library is. Year 5 is when I started to really put my portfolio together. This was when it finally hit me that all of my knowledge was useless unless I could actually prove it. And I don't mean chasing a 4.0 GPA, which just isn't impressive to recruiters anymore, or random certificates. No, forget that. I'm talking about real projects. The only way to get noticed in this field is with a portfolio that communicates three things. One, you can build real systems. Two, you've read and understand common papers. And three, you can actually communicate your work. The sad truth is that a degree just doesn't signal skill anymore. A portfolio does. Sorry, Asian parents. And that actually brings me to the invisible hiring funnel. You see, the best offers are taken before they even hit the market. The top candidates barely even have to apply to positions because recruiters are reaching out to them. The best offers are invisible. And if you want to join this funnel, you need a great portfolio. That's what helped me land a $240,000 job offer the day I graduated, and that's what's helped my students do the same. If you want to shortcut your journey, check out our accelerator. It's linked in the description. We even have a full money back guarantee. I've never seen anything like this before. And if you're looking for another video to watch where I go over AI projects and papers in more detail, check out this one. You don't want to miss it, and I'll see you soon.